real quick, just conversational, Jimbo. Did you guys see Rob Schneider's interview?
No.
Let me just tell you something. Whether you like Rob Schneider or not, you know who he is, right?
Yeah. Didn't he come on our show years and years ago?
Okay, let's be honest. Yes, he did. And well, hold on. And I talked to Rob about this.
Okay.
So we're talking many years ago. Me and Jimbo were on Sirius Satellite Radio. And Rob came in, and I think he was still part of the Hollywood Zoo. And he was not he wasn't thrilled to be doing all the press. And when he came in, that's what you're referring to, right?
Yeah.
Right. And he seemed at that time, now we're talking mid 2000s. So
right.
We're talking solid 15 years ago. And he was like, he seemed agitated with me, or not just with me. He was just like, what were you going to say?
It seemed like honestly, it seemed like he was just trying to survive the jungle of Hollywood. Like, well, what are you doing? And what was he doing? And what am I? And what am, it was kind of like that kind of like what move do I make? Which way, you know what I mean? Like,
100%. Right. So over time, we would cross his name. We'd have the same publicist. I started watching him, not so much his stand-up, not so much his movie career, the person, Rob Schneider. And I started really enjoying who Rob Schneider is, the human being.
Cool.
And I got to be dead honest with you. When I made that video about, I personally am not going to do venues that want you to do that to you. I had both angles coming, right? You had the negative, how dare you? How dare you don't care about your own people? You'll never be invited to a wedding, or you'll never be able to come to my Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, it was, don't even think you can come see the baby unless you got that injection. You understand me? So again, we're just speaking in fun, and I'm being truthful. Rob Schneider reached out and called me, and
during
it was
all that.
Yeah, out of all the people in the world, I never spoke with him unless it was an interview, that way back then, Jimbo. And he was so sincere, honest. He was so caring. And he gave me such great insight for me, my family, for what I did. And he was like, dude, listen to me. You started something. He goes, I know you don't know. You did do yourself a favor. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, and just go back and trust me. And then he started really going into some details and some of the trials that he's been going through the last couple years. Because here's the thing about Rob Schneider that nobody knows. This man has been raging, and when I say raging, I'm not talking violence, raging against the machine. And he has not been in the public eye about it. He has not been able to do television and film for whatever reason. I know for a fact he was attached to a movie, and because of some of the things he says that are allegedly crazy, non-truthful, could be, who knows, was dropped and from work. And so I know it for a fact.
Like blacklists.
I don't know about the blacklist. I just know a specific project
Right.
where they were like, we got to take your name off this. And I was like, what? But Rob Schneider has been fighting the good fight longer than anyone could imagine.
Wow.
Dude, we're talking, he's been in Congress. Dude, no one knows this about him. So I started looking, I was like, whoa. And he started talking about this guy. He studies history. He knows what he's talking about. He's not, I don't know. I guess the interview is either Glenn Beck or where I think it's Glenn Beck. I don't know I don't know. I think so. He is sincere. He's honest. He comes from a passionate, truthful place from within. He uses his own mind to say what he has to say. He has no political ties. He's just a common sense, from what I see, a common sense. I want to give you the truth of where we're at. And I watched this interview. It was one of the most, I called him. I said, this is one of the most beautiful, powerful sides to you. And I think I just can't say enough great things about Rob Schneider, the human being. And I am rooting for him 120%.
Wow.
120%. Yeah. You got to watch this interview. It is, and again, without getting into detail, his history knowledge, like he studies history. He knows where all the money goes to. He mentioned things that are now coming out, whether they're true or not, where I was like, whoa, he was putting this out there a while ago. So maybe people start to understand a different side of Rob Schneider that's pretty amazing.
Check out the Bruniverse every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. If you can't wait till then, sign up for Patreon and get it a day early, along with other exclusive content.